What's the relationship between language and identity? Have you ever thought about how the words we use shape who we are? The connection between language and identity is fascinating and complex. Language is more than just a way to communicate. It is a key part of how we express our identity. From an anthropological viewpoint, identity is not just something we hold individually. It is built through our interactions with others and the cultural contexts we find ourselves in. Language acts as a marker of identity. It influences how we see ourselves and how others see us. For instance, speaking a specific language or dialect can signal our cultural background or social status. This is why people often feel a sense of belonging when they share a language with others. It creates a bond that reinforces a shared identity. Identity is also socially constructed. This means it is formed through our relationships and the cultural settings we are part of. Language plays a central role in this process. It allows us to express and negotiate our identities in everyday conversations. In the field of linguistic anthropology, language use is often viewed as a performance. When we speak in certain ways, we enact specific social roles. For example, using a regional dialect can show pride in one's heritage or signify belonging to a particular community. Language also highlights both sameness and difference. It creates a sense of unity among those who speak the same language while emphasizing the distinctions between different groups. This dynamic is not fixed. It changes as social contexts evolve. Power relations are another important aspect. Some languages or dialects hold more prestige than others. This can affect how identities are perceived and valued in society. For example, a dominant language might overshadow minority languages, impacting how speakers of those languages view their own identities. Language contributes to cultural subjectivities, which are the ways we see ourselves in relation to our culture. Through narratives and stories, we construct and negotiate our identities. When we consider external language change and language evolution, the relationship between language and identity becomes even more relevant. Language contact situations, where speakers of different languages interact, can lead to shifts in language use and identity. People may adopt new languages or dialects, altering how they view themselves and their roles in society. Language policies and education systems also play a part. Promoting a dominant language can influence how minority groups perceive their identities and cultural heritage. Overall, the relationship between language and identity is dynamic. It is shaped by social, cultural, and historical factors. Understanding this relationship is essential in linguistic anthropology, as it reveals how language constructs and negotiates identities in diverse societies.